All right. Oh, goodness. Love that that's the first sound out of my mouth here. Let's do lawyering. Hold on. Golly, that is loud. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know, it would help if I did, like, the thing. Aha! Ace Attorney time, baby! Sorry for the decreased, stream density? That's not the right word. Frequency. I have been stressed out and tired, and honestly, sometimes I've like not even really been playing video games. I'll just like stare at YouTube for a few hours. So, but we're back with more Ace Attorney. That's the word I was looking for. Hello, Swag. How we doing? It is September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center, visitors room. Hello, Dr. Cranberry. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing tonight? I hope everybody is doing well. Again, I do apologize for the continued like one stream a week sort of thing. It's never my intention, but boy howdy, does it get to be the end of the day and I just kind of stare at a wall for a couple hours. But anyway, I'm not going to do individualized voices for this one because I don't remember what a lot of these were. So, I don't know. I remember April was kind of like a Valley girl, I think. And Edgeworth was my my best worst like English accent. But anyway, April says, "Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving." I forgot that her face gets crazy scary. She goes, "Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yeah, laugh at the fallen Miss May." No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why'd you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold. So criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer! But bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I too will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, oh my goodness, excuse me. You are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Weather. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of A View to a Kill. Just kidding, sir. Oh, by that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those, it's part of the decor. I call it the last drink, before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Huh? There's a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. A vase as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Hello, Brownie. How goes your trip? Oh my goodness. You know, trying to read aloud while eating popcorn, not my smartest idea. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Akka. How are you, my friend? Ah, whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Okay, well, we appear to have done all of our investigating for now. Oh, I don't think I hit snooze fast enough. We are probably about to hit some kind of ad. You got the vacation blues. Are these the blues that you get while on vacation, or the blues that you get because you wish you were on vacation? Ling, thank you so much for the 16 months. Holy cow. Oh my goodness gracious. How's it going? Today was a little rough. It was busy, and then I'm having some trouble with a coworker at work. So we're trying to hash it out, but it's difficult. Academic conferences are nerdy? What? No way. And here I thought that they were hotbeds of cool one-liners and fantastic physical activity. I don't know. Oh my god. Have like, you know how when you're eating popcorn and the like little shell of a kernel or something will like get stuck? It's like at the back of my throat. Okay. Oh my god. Well, this is just life now. So we ask the bellboy about Miss May. He goes, "Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her." "She'd do it," I said. "Do what?" "I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy." "I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May." "Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression." "I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger." "There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy." "If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him." "A photo? Could you tell me about this hotel?" "Absolutely! And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle." "A subtitle?" "The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor." "Well, what do you think?" Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Oh, you know what? We should just show the wiretap to Miss May. "I'm sorry, all I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence." Okay, that did not work. "You've had a week?" I can only imagine. Like, my job is stressful, and then I'm like, it could be worse. "You're gonna tell me later about scraping parcel data and broader scope stigma evaluation." I don't know what any of that means, but I'm excited. Huh, looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Where's his painting? Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... I don't remember. Probably him, right? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. I love how I can just redo this. Alright, hold on. We're gonna reset it to Marvin Grossberg if that matters. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Do love how you can just apparently do breaking and entering and like burglary. And as long as you have a lawyer badge, you're fine. Gotta love the law system of good old Japanifornia. San Fran, Tokyo's finest. You're sure that DL6 incident is just a background thing and won't be important in the future, right? Oh, look at this sleazeball. A social/data science conference for an extremely niche subdiscipline. You sure are. But I well and truly love when someone's like, hey, here's this niche interest that I have that you know basically nothing about. I'm going to tell you about it. And I'm like, boy, howdy. I get to learn? Nice. DL6 is probably completely nothing. Definitely something we can say goodbye to. Oh boy. All right. Okay, so I can only take one photo at a time. Mahogany desk? That was mahogany. There's like 30 people total attending. Wild. I think I might have more like immediate coworkers than are at your conference. That's like a classroom. 30 people attending. That's a like that's wild. I know you said it was small, but I thought it was going to be like at least like 60 people, you know what I mean? Dang, that puts that even into a new perspective. That's really cool. Okay, expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. They don't look like they've ever been read. Okay. That is all the info for us today. Table for clients, elegant ebony case, lighters made of gold. Here's a plant. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. Police really gave this place a working over. Doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Mia's favorite potted plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. Only thing it's missing is Mia. Old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Oh, duh. The guy was like, if you bring me a photo of somebody, I can definitely... Yeah, hold on. Swap photos. Take this! That's him, detective! I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. You have anything new to say? No? Okay. To the detention center. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason why I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. Oh, that does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Have a look at this. I'm telling you. Where did you... Aha! A reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. Here you go. Here's your affidavit. Can you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. We're gonna ease her fears. Okay. She's vulnerable now. I should be gentle. Miss May, it would be easy for me to hand this affidavit to the police. If they get involved, wouldn't your boss be even more, inconvenienced? All I want to do is have a little chat with him. You won't tell me? Is that all you have to say? Yes. If it's so easy for you to get the police involved, then why don't you? Somehow I think you're not up to it. Show them a little kindness and they jump all over you. That had the opposite effect to what I hoped. Aww, poor little lawyer. And you were so close. This isn't working. I think I've worn out this piece of paper's usefulness. Damn it! The man in this photo is the one I want. Why did April May not want to talk about it? She must know him. A niche subdiscipline of social data science is a great set of words together, right? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? I'm not telling. Look, he's being accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him. Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops? No. See? Damn. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. You do have a glamorous and exciting life. Anything new? Still nothing new. Alright. Sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, you were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial. He was there? Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something got passed down through Mia. Maybe? It brings back memories, it does? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. You see. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me some information. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Ah! Where'd you get that? I borrowed it. Well, give it back at once. Mr. Grossberg, tell me about the man in this photo. He may have been in that hotel room with April May on the night of the murder. Do you know something about him? Anything? Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Networking is also successful? Good! However, you didn't hear it from me if you follow. I follow. That man is Mr. Red White. I love the names in this freaking... This game, the names, they were just like, I don't know, let's just throw some weird stuff at the wall, see what jokes we can make out of it. Mr. Red White, the president of Blue Corp. They're something like a detective agency, right? They're information pros. They sell information. Sensitive information. Despite his name, Mr. White was has the blackest reputation of any man in this country. Should you run across him, watch what you say. You wouldn't want him digging up any dirt on you. Selling information. Seems like blackmail. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? I suppose. Mr. Red White, at last. Finally a lead on this guy. Even if April May couldn't have done it, he could have. Time to take action. Now I must ask you to leave. I need to think about things alone. Mr. Grossberg? My apologies. I need to think about things alone. Barely even glanced in my direction. Alright, we gotta move. Time to move to Blue Corp. Wait a minute. That's the painting. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque. Giantesque. That's the word he's going with. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. A fruitcake? Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you'd come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes. This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Huh? Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original, worth $5 million for sure. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's Special Runner-Up. Best Participation. Judge's Cooperation Award. Special Good Try Prize. The words judges and special kind of stand out. Statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. Model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Some fun facts about Red White. In Japanese, he uses gratuitous English instead of overcomplicated nonsense words. And in the English dub of the anime, the VO gives him a voice like Zap Brannigan, and it's oh my god. Truly a work of art. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. Obviously we have to do a watch through of the anime or something. This is so good. Truly a work of art, but probably too beautatious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beautatious for just about anyone to appreciate. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. Ace Attorney anime is great. Don't listen to the haters. I forgot that there was an anime. I knew that there was a live-action movie. He looks like Zap Brannigan, right? Modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? Hello, Zoya Luna. I'm doing all right. It's a very powerful opening you have there. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she's done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. I gotta be honest, Zoya, you're coming on a little strong. considering this is only your second message, but sure. What is your question? If it's transphobic or otherwise gross, you are just gonna get banned. So please don't be a jerk. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. Ah, okay. Yeah, cool. So I'm good, Zoya. We're good. I am not in the market for new art at this time, but appreciate you shooting your shot, I suppose. White's motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police? The courts? Zoya, I'm not interested. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Zoya, I'm not in the market for art. I'm not. I'm a very small VTuber. I don't even have enough money for like my own art assets. This is all like freely sourced. So what kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Honestly, Mr. White's company would be one of those like data brokers in the modern day. Zoya, I'm all set. If you ask one more time, I am gonna give you a timeout. So please stop asking. I'd like to think I've been pretty tactful so far. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. When did you get it? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? Ugh. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I didn't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you. What's wrong? You looked so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh? What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office? So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Your lovers? Oh my god. That would have been so good. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? Ugh. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate? What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. He has information on everyone. Gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They're bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. When Phoenix first goes to Grossberg, he happily accepts Maya's case. Only later, after receiving a call from White, does he contact Phoenix and renege on the agreement. Interesting. That's cool. What is the DL6 incident? Nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Faye! Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She'd been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. Also shows Phoenix's attempts to try to find another lawyer for Mia before finally taking the case on himself. That seems legit though, because like I know that for the video game they just had to basically be like, look, you're playing as Phoenix, not as somebody else. But from a TV show where they can spend a little bit more time with it, even just as like a quick montage or something, it does give more credence to the idea that Phoenix is not some like hotshot lawyer who just tries one thing and then decides to try to take on Maya's case. It's very clear that it's like Phoenix is like a stand-up guy. He's kind of a bumbling doofus, but he's a stand-up guy. He believes in the law. He wants to do right by his mentor. You know, it's only due to desperation that he has to take the case himself. Misty failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DLC is the DL6 incident. Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I've tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. Mother of the Year, Misty. I'm just gonna fuck off, Faye, right? His name is... the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, we already read that. Okay. J to S, nothing much. Skimming. No harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. Biggest parts here at the end in S. Suicide? Ew. It's just a collection of suicide reports. Politicians, policemen. Ah! There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these, quote, suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Sorry, my boy, I don't think I can help you with that. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article at Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Huh. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. His company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? Bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, 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 I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Beep. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be fine. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner. The hatchet man. The liquidator. The killer, man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they'll make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah! Butts! Hairy Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. My friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts is that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha! Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright! Huh? Leave it to me! I am Mia's sister, after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood? I'd better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait! What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way! No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. I do appreciate Maya happily and readily agrees to any of those options. I assumed so. I do appreciate that Maya is just immediately ride or die for Phoenix. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it! Tomorrow it's me or him. September 9th. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah! Phoenix, look! You're good. Okay, have a good night, Akka. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, friend. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. Huh? I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Edgeworth feels betrayed, thinking his boyfriend might be a killer. Right! He's like, no! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. Prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Nah. Forget it. I smell a trap. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Can't wait to see how this guy's facade completely crumbles. Please state your full name. Do you wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. I'm wondering, Brownie, if it might be like a holdover from his Japanese version using like English terms. That's the only thing I can think of. But I agree, they are not actually the same. President and CEO are two different roles at a company. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Will I tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Notably, they don't use an Enya in Nino, which you like to believe means that he's mispronouncing that. Almost certainly. I had to double check before I read it. Ho ho ho. I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusifying. That's reading to you. Some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. You can still be scandalized? Absolutely. They do a fantastic job of characterizing Red White as a guy who thinks he's way smarter than he is. Yeah, it is uncanny how well he still fits into, like, modern... Like, because this game is, like, what, 20-something years old? It's wild how he still feels like a caricature of any number of, like, modern business guys. Hold on. Lovely wife is asking a question, so we shall mute for a moment. Enjoy the scene. Alright, we're back. It's because people essentially never change, even if slang or trends do. Let's see. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
Objection!
Wait right there, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Ha! Oh, ho, ho. It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Ah! Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay and Company, of course. I love the like, every time. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing.
Take that!
This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion!
Objection!
The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho, ho, ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. Can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Alright, hold on. Becky, what are you doing? Hold on, I need to wrangle my cat. Oh! As if on cue, she leaves the room. Okay. Stop saying it was me. Seriously? That's it? That's our pressing? Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? Oh yeah, we're gonna lose this. Technically, Phoenix, everything you do is right. Waka waka. I don't think it's a coroner's report. Because it says that she may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. We'll try it. Alright, fair enough. Victim died from a single blow. Good call. Good call, Brownie. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Key point was died from a blow. Yeah. It might be the sort of thing that might technically be clearer in Japanese. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. Witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes. Yes, quite. Witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. The other window? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? That is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! Mr. White? Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. Objection! That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ah, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? If anybody with the ability to could snooze those ads, I would appreciate it. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the basest conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Week before the murder seems potentially relevant. Entered the Fane Company law offices. Of course, I'd done so to place the wiretap. This is when I saw the glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Nothing there for me to press him on. Oh, well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Alright, well, we did that one. We're just gonna press everything. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fane Company law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone? Objection! This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? Damn it! Alright, we gotta bluff something out of him? I think it's either the thinker or her cell phone, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh. There we go. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Huh? Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Huh? Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But... We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. Ah. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? I knew the beginning of September, the week before the murder, was going to be important. We just didn't know that we had the evidence yet. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. I do appreciate, I don't know if you guys noticed. So, Maya's art in the court overview scene updated now that she's channeling Mia. Right now she's got Mia's cleavage going on where she didn't before. Court will now reconvene the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. You did notice the cleavage, thanks. Good to know that you and I are on the same wavelength there, Campus Brownie. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. As Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Oops.
Objection!
I hit the wrong button.
Objection!
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Waha! You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fae & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. I don't know where he's going with this. I'd better hold back for now. I see. Very well. As there's no objection from the defense, I grant Mr. Edgeworth his extra day. Uh-oh. The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what'll happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Gah! The witness will stay. Mia! Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Your Honor, if I may? You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the Thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. I will say the ending of this feels a little bit unearned, but... Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Court is adjourned. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here, though. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia, I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? Who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. Oh, Nick from, like, the middle of Phoenix. Phoenix. Yeah. Wild. Anyway, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah! Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right! Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on! Time's a wasting. Okay, wait up! Oh, the next one's the samurai one. This is the tokusatsu show. Yeah, enough of that. Time for anime. You had really good traditional ramen last night? Ooh. Hold on. I'm very warm. I need to remove... I'm too animated. I need to remove my sweater. There we go. Traditional ramen last night. There's like a bunch of ramen places in the city that I live in now. I feel like they've been popping up all over the place in the last couple of years. We're in true uh, chubby kid hours. Okay. Do we want to do one more? Or not a whole episode, because these take a little while, but do we want to keep playing Phoenix? Or it was just a block away, you wanted soup after flying? Yeah, absolutely. No, there's one of the ramen places um is like more or less like in the middle of the city. And it's like a it like they do ramen, but they also like bill themselves as like also like a traditional izakaya. So they have like takoyaki um and like karage and stuff like that. But I've always ordered like delivery from them or like takeout. I've like never actually sat down and just hung out in the restaurant. So, all right, Turnabout Samurai. Whoops, we already saved. Hold on. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Da, da, da. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Wah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. I also love the Steel Samurai theme. It's very good and also reminds me of all of the like tokusatsu shows that I watched when I was younger. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool. And it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number 1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. Guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I gonna pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Hello? This is Phoenix. Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! He got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Right, imagine your friend, or for people who, I mean, I imagine most of my viewers understand what Kamen Rider is, but like, imagine your friend calls you at like, 6 a.m. to be like, guys, the Red Power Ranger just killed a guy. You'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular children's TV show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, no, no! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Yes, right in co-law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. This is like the Alec Baldwin shooting thing? Yeah. Look at this dude. He always looks so wild. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. The conductor from Thomas the Tank Engine shot someone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no, oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Global Studios, the lesser cousin of the somewhat larger Universal Studios. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action sequences until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Wait, are we getting what's her name? Are we getting the greatest character in all of this entire series? She approacheth? Yes! Okay. This is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Here she is. Our Lady and Savior, Officer Oldbag. Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today, something horrible happens and all you do was with your finger wagging. Don't you have jobs you're doing, or do lawyers not work like the rest of us? Maybe I should become a lawyer too and make a life of ease. I was young when things were a minute. You didn't hippie clothes. What are the youths coming to these days? My son hasn't called in. Oh my god. There's no way that I could ever read that fast enough. Or rather, not sight reading it. If I knew to prepare it, I could probably speak it fast enough. You know what I mean? Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No! You were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jackhammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jackhammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jackhammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 o'clock when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Oops. Hello! How is the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yeah, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. Ooh, what? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yeah. Actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Ugh, she's got some nerve. Do you think you can write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, toward the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Okay. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Ugh! Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. How's the investigation going, detective? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions? Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 o'clock. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, time of death was 2:30. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. That person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. That's true. Anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Oops. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by that, the camera automatically snaps a photo. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence! We're finished! Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad somewhere around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Oops. Hold on. Examine. Studio mascot. Guess it's a monkey of some kind? But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. I'm a little bushed. Maybe we'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... I am not full of anticipation for Locktober. That is not my scene. I'm a pinnacle of foolishness. I mean, it's just not, I'm just not into that. Like, that's all it is. Not my kink. In the anime, they retranslate Mr. Monkey as the forest imp. Wild. May the heavens expel me? Oh, sweetie. I don't think I was ever getting there in the first place. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Entrance to Studio 1. This is a studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. It looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they told me. They don't use it now. They don't use it now, though. Goat Trilogy, right? Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need to... I forgot that he just takes a random pot shot at her. Yeah, they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh! She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? People sometimes forget that Phoenix is kind of a dick. I mean, to be fair, he is an extremely stressed 24-year-old who is, like, recently out of law school. Working within one of the most absurd, like, law systems that I've ever seen, like, have some semblance of logic to it. Like, if it were me, I would be probably a whole lot snippier than he is. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left of here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? When it snaps a photo. Oh, sorry, then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. This guard station is an essential position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. Murder happened right around 2:30. Only one I seen go through between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah! Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Oops. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was. Past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Computer that runs the computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. Overhead map. Employee film. Main entrance. Studio van. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Window into the dressing room. Glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Door. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. Remains of yesterday's lunch. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. Just for steaks? Wild. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so Normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. Far's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him in the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Brutal. It looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. It looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Good question, Nick. Good question. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. She just like me for real, right? I too have separate stomachs for burgers, steaks, and sweets. Wonder what else is inside his bag. Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. Vast array of cosmetics here. Oh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie! Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda? They always have Excuse me. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. See, my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. I wonder if Phoenix makes his hair spiky because he thinks that that's what hotshot lawyers are supposed to look like. Oops. It's what protagonists are supposed to look like anyway. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Yes, good evening, Claudia. How are you? What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. Oh, that's right. We do have to examine the ladder. Very important. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. The ladder joke. There's at least one in every game, right? Or at least one in the early games. Don't touch it. No, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Oops. Backdrop for a stage. Must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place... Excuse me. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Wow, look at that camera! What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I don't want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. If you haven't seen them at some point, you should look up Phoenix and Edgeworth's beta designs. They're incredible. Can you post them in the Discord? Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yeah, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where... Oh, sorry. The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. Beta Phoenix looks like green-haired Apollo, and Beta Edgeworth looks like Dick Dastardly. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I will say, early Edgeworth has this weird reputation that they establish of, like, apparently being willing to cheat to win, and it seems like they drop that aspect of his character later on. Like, he's still trying to win, but he doesn't seem quite so willing to just, like, lie and cheat, you know? Maybe I'm misremembering, though. It's been a while since I played these games. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. You feel like there's a reason for it? I mean, I think, if I remember correctly, it's either over the course of this game, when you save him, he decides to turn over a new leaf, or like between development and the fan response to Edgeworth, they decided to make him less of an explicit antagonist. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. so much for getting confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yeah, I think so. I think doesn't cut it in witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Hold on, we're just taking a look at the... Oh my god, yeah, wild. Beta Edgeworth was just straight up, like, just truly villainous. What the fuck? Honestly, I can kind of see how we get from that design to, like, Von Karma later on. So weird to see these beta designs. Anyway. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look in your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And then the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. We have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Ah! All right, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like this. Tomorrow saying this, that, the other thing. Well, when I was young, I'll tell you a thing or two about respecting your elders. Back then, you shame on you. Today is right. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. A computer. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Maybe we can see the photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Absolutely try it. We got no other leads. Do you know how to work these things? It looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First we need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. I think it's 3:07. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Huh? Something's printed on the back. October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2? What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Supposed to examine the camera to get that number, but they don't punish you for guessing wrong, so you don't really need to. Yeah, we examined the camera, I just forget what the number was. But luckily I guessed right, so boop-a-doo. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Well, wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? A lesson Phoenix will forget later? Yeah. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. Alright, I do think that I am going to have to wrap things up pretty soon, but we're going to try to stream just a little bit longer, because it's been a while since I was able to... It's been a whole week since I was able to last stream, so... Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court? Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. Here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Yeah, we can skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? I love this bit. The fact that Edgeworth just is always trying to get people to say their name, and they always refuse to. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. So even when I was young, I was an old bag, but never. So how the other children would make fun of me and can you believe it? But there's this boy that happened in the chess club in junior high and he called me old bag. Well, I just cried. See. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes-y, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it!
2 o'clock, you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Ugh. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there. He's heading toward the studio. Alright, so what are our options here?
Hold it!
You saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Yeah, we're just gonna...
Objection!
Let me get this straight, old bag. Ms. Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss... witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph! Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. Was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look! Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. If you press her on I had errands to run that morning, you find out that her errands were watching the fight scene run through. Incredible.
Hold it!
Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony.
Hold it!
He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Excuse me.
Objection!
Oops, I did not mean to do that. We're gonna lose points here. It is taped at the top. Okay.
Hold it!
No. So his ankle was badly sprained, but not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. It is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Time of death was 2:30. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. If no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Hold it!
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
Hold it!
Alright, nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 o'clock, photo number 2. Even I know that it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo? Order, order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Huh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Humph, some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Hello! Welcome, welcome, Garden. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Come to think of it, couldn't you think of that a little earlier? Classic old windbag maneuver, Maya. Might be a useful tactic to remember for use in my future career as a windbag. Let's find out more about this erased photo. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces. For the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers' photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day? One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. Boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right! As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio! I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick. It's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Willpowers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh. Uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury. Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look at the Steel Samurai, She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Ugh! That kind of takes the legs out from under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to Seriously? Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. I mean, I guess at this point, security lady? Wendy Oldbag. Who? Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever's in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Order, order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Ms. Oldbag to you. Ms. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? That's not what's it supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it. Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? I guess this does kind of make it look like she's the killer. Funny, I feel bad for her all of a sudden. It's true that the witness could conceivably have committed this crime, yet we must not forget that the victim was an action hero. As formidable as her personality may be, I doubt she'd be strong enough. Uh-oh, if he removes her from consideration, that means Mr. Powers is it. Sorry, Windbag, but I don't have a choice. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. Do something so horrible to poor Hammer. You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings. I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? I guess the question is it the autopsy report?
Take that!
Murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Hold on. I'm just trying to get to a break point at this point because I do need to go to bed. The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. Court is adjourned. Ooh, wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Ms. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. We're going to get through her saying her testimony, and then we're going to call it there. We'll pick it up with it next time. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, we're gonna save here. This will be it for the night. Because if I don't stop myself, then we will just be doing this forever. We'll just play until the wee hours of the morning. So everybody, here, let's close some stuff down and we can transition to a different thing. Everybody, I hope you all have a lovely time with Phoenix Wright. I'm really enjoying it. I've played through these games before, but it's been so long that I have forgotten how they go. So it's, I wouldn't say like new, but I don't know the right answers to choose. So, but yeah, I will try to be back with something tomorrow. I could be wrong on whether or not I have availability for that. But yeah, I think we're gonna be playing Phoenix Wright for a little bit. I'm still enjoying it. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me for the last almost 3 hours or so. I really do appreciate it. If you are watching this as a VOD, thank you for letting me keep you company for the last 3 hours. I hope that it was entertaining. Second monitor or third monitor. I don't know how many monitors. I hope it was entertaining, not first monitor content. But yeah, I will be back hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then hopefully back to closer to our regular schedule next week. And yeah, I think that's about it. So everybody, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time of day it happens to be for you as you are watching this. And until our paths cross again in this big wide universe of ours, in my particular corner of this particular little galaxy. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Keep on shining bright starlights. I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, do take care. Okay, love you. Bye.